When word of my swerve fell upon the nut herd, this kid got the blues in a blanket 'cause he was frightened. He was like, wah, wah, and jumped under that thing so he could hide. 'Cause my style is so funky, when it hit him, it was madness, man. All the Sunday funnies' cries were heard throughout the land. The comic strip kids all got the jitters and they bit their bottom lips, scared shitless when they heard about the Princess Biz. The first to sense my incoming finesse was that kid who they all call Pigpen, 'cause the static from my whackness made the dust and gravel rise like ashes, smacked the kid upon his ass and turned his skin like so damn black no matter how hard you try, you couldn't see the poor little man. Charlie Brown tried to stand his ground, so he waited upon his pitcher's mound, but when my epic sound hit town, he was nowhere to be found. This chick loose had a booth, and she tried to soothe the Pee Wee crew, 'cause they lined up like want, want, want she thought they all should do. Well, she was broke and had a beef with anybody not from her street, so she advised the guys to practice jazz and funk and rhyme so they could battle me when I arrived. Well, no one knew the wiser, so they paid the girl in dimes. Peppermint Patty and Sally hid inside of Snoop's coop to do some rapping, and Woodstock, yeah, he hollered from the top, calling out to all the other birdies who be in his flock. Snoop came back with ammo stacked, 'cause he had heard about my act from the cat who lived next door, so they both warmed up their roars, but of course they all fell short, 'cause they're soft and I'm hardcore. When Schroeder read the stats about my super fat 8-track, he tried to tap himself into his inner jazz man. So he sat at his ivory and blacks and practiced till every fingertip was callous. Out of all the T-bone batters, this kid surely had the most talent, but still the challenge wreaked havoc on the graphics. They did have one advantage. His name was Franklin, and he had that dark brown skin, which meant he had some zing in his ancestral lineage. They all turned to him to see what he could bring to the table, and he said something about the Tower of Babel. So they all grabbed their Bibles, trying to understand this child. So they read of what transpired when the people's pride was piled too high, and when God said, "Quit collabing, I'ma mix you up like blabbing." And that's the end of how the Peanuts got scared of the Brisnotch stanzas.